There's no question the New York Rangers are ready to move Artemi Panarin, but the details surrounding the trade are still very much in flux. The big questions revolve around his potential destinations and, most importantly, what the Rangers are asking in return for the 34-year-old star. While some observers have suggested the price could be astronomical, insider Elliotte Friedman recently offered a more grounded perspective on what New York is looking for. According to Friedman, the Rangers are using the New York Islanders trade of Brock Nelson last season as a benchmark. In that deal, the Islanders shipped Nelson to Colorado and received a top prospect, a first-round pick, and a third-round pick in return, along with a depth defenseman on an expiring contract. That player was later placed on waivers, effectively clearing the way for the rest of the trade. Friedman believes the Rangers are targeting a comparable return for Panarin, meaning a top prospect, a first-round selection, and another mid-round pick could be enough to get the deal done. Of course, the reality is that Panarin controls the situation. With a full no-trade clause, he has final say over where he goes. That level of leverage gives him extraordinary influence in the negotiations. Any team interested in acquiring Panarin will likely need to engage with his camp to discuss a potential contract extension, because the Rangers themselves can't guarantee long-term terms. A useful comparison is last year's Mikko Rantanen trade, which included an extension as part of the package. It's possible a Panarin trade could follow a similar structure, with his destination contingent on future contract discussions. Salary is another key factor. Panarin's $11.6 million cap hit has already been partially retained, but if the acquiring team wants New York to retain more, that could keep the asking price high. Conversely, if the Rangers retain little or no salary, there might be more flexibility, but the core ask, a first-round pick plus a prospect, will likely remain firm. The specific prospect and the round of the additional pick could shift slightly, depending on how negotiations unfold. At this stage, several variables are still unresolved. The exact compensation, whether salary retention will be involved, and which teams Panarin is willing to join. Each of these factors will shape the final outcome. One thing is clear. Any team serious about acquiring Panarin will need to navigate his no-trade rights, potential extension talks, and New York's firm expectations. The coming weeks promise plenty of speculation, and the trade market will be closely watching as the Rangers look to move one of the league's most dynamic forwards.